Well, at least we are out of the jungle and into a concrete jungle, metal jungle. So what did she say again about this?
Nothing helpful. The cables.
Something about cables.
It won't move. But it's open just a crack. Looks like someone tried to keep it open with a metal plate. But it didn't work like it did with the other door there.
Mind the gap?
The crack is just a few millimeters wide because there's a thin metal plate stuck in it. But I can't get my fingers through, and I can't grab the plate either. Nope. It fits, but instead of moving the door, it just got bent. The crack is just a few millimeters, but I can't get my finger.
Okay, we'll have to come back to that. See what's in the blocked door.
A metal bar was stuck in the door to keep it open.
If I calculated this station's procedures and automatic systems correctly, then there are various, specific, manual steps executed by humans necessary to achieve this outcome. Usually, the security system would open this door. There must have been an emergency lockdown while someone was holding this bar in place, analogous to the locked door by the drilling room.
Oh, compared to the control room, this place is full of random assortments of outdated technology. Apart from this robot arm, nothing really belongs here, I think.
In self-sustaining facilities, it is not unusual to adjust the equipment according to the given conditions, as long as the people in charge know what they are doing, or they have a core.
I can imagine.
Oh, good lord. Okay, robot arm. Bunsen burner.
A gas burner with 2 tubes, both of which aren't connected to anything. A workbench full of trash and signs of wear and tear. That's what every DIY enthusiast dreams of. The only thing left inside here are a cable, a kind of nozzle, and a lot of screws.
Grab them. Into the bag of holding with you. Data cable, screws, and a nozzle. Newts.
There are some elements and materials written down here.
Night, Suzanne. Shooter. Is Bellin, Rainy, Partinium, Deponium, Mars solution. 2,5 hydrochloric and chloric. 1,2 for Delos, boric and mercury, Siberyl, boric and sulfuric, 3,1 sulfuric. Oh, okay. Interesting.
There are some... This console won't help us without power.
Coffee machine. Machine.
A coffee machine. What a surprise. I'm sure this display is used to control the mechanism next to it. Core, that looks like a 3D printer.
Correct. This machine can turn virtual models into reality by applying liquid synthetic materials and metals layer by layer and then hardening them. How do you know that?
I remember I did some research into this topic. My long-term memory seems to be working at least.
But it needs power. The robot can be moved using these wheels, but only down here, even though it should be able to stretch upwards.
That is probably only for maintenance purposes and to be able to get it out of the way if it cannot move on its own anymore.
Hello, robot arm.
I don't think it'll be useful to me anywhere, so I'll just move it back.
Yeah, that'll come in handy later.
A robot arm that seems to be able to move around along these rails. But what does it do?
There are boxes stored in the ceiling. This robot arm is the only way of reaching these and getting them down.
The ceiling is divided into strange sections, but I can't see any lamps.
These are special storage containers that are assigned to employees and can be retrieved from the ceiling with the help of the robot. The workers in this room probably did not care about light, but there are lamps on the walls in the upper areas.
Let's see what this hatch is.
Oh, lots of cogs. This has to be the robot's mechanism. Lots of cogs in varying sizes and shapes. Lots of cogs and...
Nothing we can do?
I could get out the cog up here, but I don't think I'll need it. They're attached with nuts, not...
Okay. Well, we'll know where we need to go then. We're going to be building something with this nozzle and all the other stuff we've been able to grab.
These are definitely the control room's windows. That's where I saw the light flickering, even though there's not a single electron flying around here.
Technically, electrons don't fly. They transmit electricity by.
Well, fly along after me, Core. There's no time for anything else.
To the quarters.
We are also going to need power here. Tessa,
Yeah, you're right, but I can't find any mechanical way of opening them either. It's all solid as rock.
Incinerator, main gate. Okay. Oh, pipes.
these pipes would transfer the air heated in the garbage disposal to various areas across the station.
Them to work and revive this facility.
I bet that smelled lovely. Cover plate.
I can't move it. It's held on by some screws. A bit rusty, but it's working. Yes, that looks like a manual mechanism.
This does not conform to regular standards. There is a cog missing.
Well, good thing I know where the cogs are.
I could get out the cog up here, but I don't think I'll need it.
Do I not need it?
Lots of cogs in varying sizes and shapes. Lots of cog. I could get out.
But it said I need a cog. Bless the fast travel button. Oh. It's so nice to have.
The mechanism to open the door. I'm going to have to turn the cogs manually.
Yes.
But I'll need a tool for that. The main cog has an attachment with 3 spokes. There's a cog missing here.
Uh-huh.
The mechanism would work again if there was a cog here that was the same size as the one next to it. If we're going to be looking for one like this, we should probably take it with us.
It's screwed in place. I need another gear like this one. The cog wheel is held in place.
Oh, by a large nut. Okay. Well.
Yes, that works.
Gimme. Ooh.
The mechanism to open the door. I'm going to... But I'll need a tool.
Okay. There's been quite a few times in this game that I've gotten stuck because I'm just not doing things in the right order. We shall compare.
None of these cogs are the right size. Core, please analyze the rest of the mechanism and tell me if you can find a cog that's similar to this one.
Yes, the mechanism was altered in one place and a cog of the same type was used.
Great, save the information. We have to be able to move it over here somehow.
Well, it's part of the robot mechanism.
Oh.
Core, please show me the cogs and highlight the one we're looking for in green. There has to be some way of getting the ones we need to the maintenance hatch.
Oh, good lord. Hey, Tay, what's going on? How are you doing? Okay, fortunately, I can. How do we switch them over, though? Oh, there we go. Okay. Little by little. We're gonna do the work. Two, three. So how are we... That's interesting to me. How did I manage that before? Maybe I need to do this? No, that'll just bring it back. That's how I switch those up, right? Yes. It gives me the option to skip the mini game, which is nice. I appreciate that, but all right. So that one's that way. Any port in a storm. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. No. So certain ones, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Almost there. Hang tough, little buddy. No! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat what Kath said in the chat there. Alright.
Yes, I did it. The cog is sitting in the maintenance area and I can reach it.
Huzzah. Let's get it. I think we just kind of brute forced that.
Yes, got it.
I'm delighted. Let's get out of here.
That fits. All the gears are in. To use the mechanism, all I have to do is crank the lower cog with some kind of tool. If I use this on the cog, all I'd do is screw it off. I can't turn it with this. I need a different attachment.
I've got a different attachment.
The attachment fits onto the large cog wheel, but I can't move it like this.
Okay. I wonder if those new tools will help us back down here. Oh! There's other things, yeah. A crank!
That might be useful.
We're too busy running from the, or running to that shadowy golem-like figure.
Nature is reclaiming this place. The plants are growing into the station from outside. The drilling room is connected to the station's main power supply. Core, your analysis was correct. These barrels have been here for ages. I can't read what's inside them, they're too rusty.
It should not be anything dangerous, otherwise these plants would not be growing here so abundantly. That is logical. I hope.
It's where the slurm is stored. Soon we'll find out where the slurm comes from. Okie dokie.
Excellent. Everything fits together and the attachment fits onto the cog. Now I can turn it and operate the mechanism.
I have the tools and the mechanism is repaired. Let's give it a try.
Thought she was gonna be like, I have the tools, I have the talent.
Excellent.
I have the tools.
Yes! Oh, it's working! That's it.
That is a big door.
I guess I'll need that robot in the storage room, so I'll take the cog with me again.
Wow. This facility is huge.
Is this the garbage incineration?
Correct. Garbage, rubble, and any flammable materials are burned here. The resulting heat is used to generate power.
Burning stuff for electricity? That's a bit antediluvian.
Ooh. I like antediluvians.
At that time, this crude technology ensured independence from energy cells that were not known to work on this planet. A certain amount of energy is always stored to ensure the facility can power up.
So we just push a button, the power turns on, and we can use the communications console?
Not correct. Firstly, we need to activate the remaining energy via the console. Then we can use the machine and transport materials to the furnace to activate it. Once the facility has reached its full capacity, all systems will be active and we can continue.
Great. Does anyone know what antediluvian means? It's actually kind of cool. Hey, Daka, what's going on? No boom today. Boom tomorrow. Always boom tomorrow. There's the stop block, Kath. If we pull that, we'll die like a Sierra game. He's a rover.
Oh yeah. I can already see myself roaring across the planet in this, finding interesting places, strange plants, and breathtaking monuments.
You should focus your attention on repairing the energy supply and transmitting the emergency signal.
You're no fun. But once I'm finished, that's how I'll kill the time.
There. Tay got it. It's the antediluvians and Vampire the Masquerade. We're all before the flood. Give me that stop block.
It's not holding anything in place, so I can take it with me.
That you know of. The garbage incinerator. What a wonderful idea. What an incredible smell you've discovered.
That's one big pile of junk.
This is the storage silo for garbage, scrap, and other flammable materials used in the furnace, the main power source. The floor here can also be lowered. Of course, there is also an automatic transport mechanism, but only once the facility has been powered up.
So this stuff needs to be over there?
Correct.
Get to shoveling.
Oh, this is heavy, and there's a lot of it.
There are some things that might help you over by the control console.
There's a cart. Hello, cart.
It's empty and can't be moved by hand. That should come in handy. But why won't it go all the way to the silo?
Its job is to transfer burning materials straight to the furnace. Storing the materials in the silo is just a makeshift solution.
Rules of conduct when handling the crane. After use, cleaning, pull up, otherwise someone will run against it. Open bucket. Please keep to it. When the slag gums up the mechanics and becomes hard on this planet, minerals will form, and shovel can't be opened anymore. Then I have to work the crane again with the laser cutter, which costs time and energy, and potentially eats holes in the roof.
Oh boy. That's a lot of buttons and levers.
Press them all. Oh, I see that
There
cord
should
there.
be a round green button labeled push to close. Here it is. Push it.
Oh, it's gummed up.
Very good. The remaining energy is powering the console. I have also gained access to the console. Scanning manual.
You're a fast reader, right?
Yes, done. By pressing here, you will enable the use of the remaining energy for the machines in this room. To power up the facility, you must activate the mechanism that loads the material from the silo into the cart. That would be this lever over here.
That works. Yes. Ooh. There's a blue thing and an orange thing.
Beauty.
Now push the cart forwards. Use this.
Nothing happened. And it didn't sound too good either.
Next is the crane. You can open and move it at this desk here.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's all rusted through. Too dirty or just broken. I can't move it while it's in that state.
We need the cart and the crane to activate the garbage disposal. Otherwise, we will not be able to use the station's communications console to call for help.
Okay. What's in the cart now? Rummage.
The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
There's some interesting stuff here. Maybe I can use some of it.
Yes. What is it? Ooh, a silicone gun and a chainsaw chain. Let's put the nozzle. Oh, never mind.
The things you find in the trash. The silicone gun's attachment is broken, but the handle and the mechanism still work. A spray nozzle that sucks up liquids and vaporizes them. The rusty saw blade of a chainsaw, so it's a saw chain.
There's potential.
The shovel is rusted through. The computer called it defective.
We won't be able to move it as long as we haven't fixed it.
So we somehow have to get rid of all this stuff from down here.
I need something to remove this clamp. Mainly something with a longer reach.
What's down now?
And this could really sustain the facility for an extended amount of time?
The efficiency coefficient is very high. Also, the floor can be lowered depending on available materials. With just half a ton of materials, we will have enough energy for at least 1 Earth week, if we shut down some systems even longer.
Okay. Rusty rails. Which I assume we're going to need to do a little chemistry.
The rails are completely rusted through and grimy. No wonder the cart won't move. I have to do something.
I doubt that we will find a solution to this problem here. The likelihood is much greater in the main wing of the station.
Okay, well, let's deal with that first.
There are some elements.
Coffee machine, 3D printer, the crank, the console, workbench, ceiling, burner.
A gas burner with 2.
That's a data cable. That's not going to help us at all.
It's empty. The tube attachment to it isn't.
Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and put the cogwheel back in.
Looks like I can put the cog back.
Please forgive me, robot.
A robot arm.
Okay. Coffee machine.
Coffee.
We need some materials. Labor.
It won't move. But it didn't work like it. Well, at least it fits.
With just a bit of force. Yes, my fingers can fit through now.
Okay. Stopgap was
Sesame!
open sesame. Ooh. Organics. Chemistry.
The research lab. I bet Tony would have felt right at home here. Attention, warning, hydrochloric acid.
There is a highly complicated mechanism built in which ensures only qualified personnel actually operate it. This will not be easy. I will scan my databases for any instructions.
Yes, please. Snips.
Result. Push both plastic parts aside and then pull the lever.
I would never have guessed that.
Of course not. That's a child safety lock. And you're not a child. Ugh, forget it. I need some kind of container to transport this stuff.
Which we definitely do not have. Okay.
These plants are dying, but they're not quite dead yet.
On planets like this one, they often use plants that can survive even in the harshest of conditions. Their fruits are cultivated in such a way that they can produce new crops even after a long time has passed.
Is that a lemon?
I see. Yes, these yellow fruits are still fresh. I'll take one with me. It might come in handy.
Fruit.
It looks a bit like an avocado from the outside, but it feels weirdly soft.
Yeah.
I don't know who or what might have done this, but the display is broken. This one is full of plants and fruit. Oh, a source of food. How did they survive this long?
This appears to be a clever, self-sustaining ecosystem. There is probably an outside connection here somewhere.
Is there any way we can get to those plants? Maybe we can break one of the windows.
Then we ruin the
If the
ecosystem.
incubator has power and the system is undamaged, you can retrieve the fruits again and again while maintaining the balance.
Yeah.
If you break the glass, you will be able to harvest the fruit, but the plants will not survive for much longer afterwards. The incubator can be opened via this console's display. To do this, the power supply must be active. The biotope can sustain itself, however, and is still intact after all this time.
Laser generator. Yes, please.
A laser generator that normally belongs to a cutting device. Pretty dangerous to just leave lying around here. There are also some notes and a drawing. The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself as well as the power cell are still functional. You're right. You need some form of defense. I wish I could give you more, but I don't have time. Here are some instructions on how I would do it. Be extremely careful.
Defense against what? I'll put these notes aside. They're on some sort of scale. I might need that. And I'll take the rest with me.
The glass flask. What would chemistry be without it?
Okay.
A precision scale discreetly integrated into the table.
I like it.
The laser cut. You're.
Give me those pliers. There's an oven, bottles.
Lots of bottles with chemical inscriptions. They're all empty.
No!
A small laboratory cabinet. It's locked. A small laboratory.
That won't work. I need the key.
Do we, though? Do we really need the key?
This baby won't work without power.
Okay. Oh,
I found this with the laser generator. Some sort of sketch or manual on how to turn this generator into a laser cutter with the right equipment.
Enclosure, generator, crystal, and a handle.
Makes for a good trigger. Now I just need to find a way to attach it. The generator's trigger and switch can be connected, but I can't put them together like this.
Got screws. We'll need some sort of adhesive, I imagine. Okay. Progress has been made. Let's head up here to the control room. And there was the metal pipe. Let's go ahead and use the pliers here. This pipe could be the enclosure.
I can probably detach it with these.
Good old pliers with like the little cutters on the bottom, snips as we called them back in TV, is so useful. Cable shaft. Okay. So
I could attach the nozzle here, but I need a counterpart that can be activated with the handle. I found this.
enclosure, generator.
Yes, it fits in here, and with this metal cylinder I can attach more things. But if there's one thing I want to turn this laser generator into, then it's the laser cutter from the drawing. There were more elements noted on it that I need. I should...
Ah, okay, cool. Drag items to... Doop-a-doop. And then the generator, the handle, and we need the crystal. So let's go get that crystal taken care of. Oh god, why are we scanning?
The outpost's main control room. The consoles on the processes, the devices, this whole room.
Yes. We know where to get the crystal. Yeah, they're so useful. Should be required. I can understand it with needle noses, but...
A tunnel connecting the drilling room with the interior. Standard design.
Okay. Pliers.
Come on already. I can't get it out with brute force. Any ideas?
You should loosen the crystals by softening the ore. Then it should work.
Well, then we should be able to use the... Maybe we need to use the laser now. Oh no, I can't actually use the beam anymore. No.
This beam attracts magnet.
You can move it with the console.
No, I can't. It won't let me use the console anymore. Soften the metal with the laser. Or soften the rock. Might as well check the main gate and see if that leads to any kind of scene.
This is the main entrance where we climbed through the hole under the junk, right?
Correct. But just like all the other doors, it needs power to open.
Okay. Don't need to go this way.
There are some...
Data cables.
The laser generator should still be working. That's what it said on the note. The things you find. I got this sturdy metal pipe with some pliers. They look pretty sturdy. Gas flasks. Always handy when dealing with chemicals. It looks a bit like a gas burner with 2 tubes.
Yeah, they're not connected to anything, though, is the problem. So, what do I need to do here? Do we check? We need the key. None of the bottles work. Scale, papers, display. We need something to hold. Oh wait, the flask. For the acid, of course. Of course. Okay, now we're going to see if the chloric acid will work on the rock.
Why would I do that? I don't even...
Take it with you. Take it with you.
Maybe I can get it out like this.
Sizzle.
The acid isn't affecting it, just the rock around it.
Cool.
I wonder if it might work now. Yes! The rock is crumbling and the crystal is coming out slowly. There it is. 3 cheers for chemistry.
Okay.
I found this with the...
Crystal. Generator. Handle. Enclosure.
Yeah, that might fit. A little bit here, more like this. Looks pretty good.
There is a saying for this, Tessa. All things considered.
Improvised laser cutter. Outstanding. Can't wait to try this out. I sense nothing but good things. Time.
Be careful with that construction.
I told you. Physics don't lie.
Zap, zap. Don't cross the streams.
Works better than expected. The stuff is coming off the shovel nicely. Oh no, it's vibrating a lot. Hold on tight. Done. What's the... Turn off! Oh,
Over here.
damn!
Everything's fine.
That was close. If Mark had seen that, he'd be lecturing me right now.
I would gladly switch into lecture mode.
I bet you would.
Stop yabbing. It worked. That's what matters. I should be able to move it with the console now.
Physics don't lie. You are correct.
Okay, that's one thing. Now we need to find what to do with the rusty rails.
The rails are completely rusted through and...
Fruit?
I don't think Morse code will help you here, Tessa.
That wasn't Morse code. I was just trying to get some juice out, but the skin's too hard.
Okay.
Cut? This fruit is so soft, it's more like mashing it. Oh, I pierced a hole in it, and now there's an oily liquid coming out of it.
Opened fruit. All right. Remove rust.
What are you doing?
I'm oiling the tracks so the cart can move more easily? Or, well, I hope so anyway.
The lubricant seeps between the components, thus lowering the friction coefficients, decreasing the necessary force. I am impressed.
If 8th grade physics is enough to impress you, then I've got a lot more to offer. Now all we need is the cart itself.
Okay. We should be good, though, now, right?
Just a pile of junk.
The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
Let's try.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Okay. So, I mean, the rails are oiled now, which is great. Maybe on the cart, too?
I can't reach all those movable parts with this. I need to spread the oil more delicately.
That might work in a cartoon, but I have to fill the oil into something else before.
Oh, okay. Flask with oil, nozzle.
That won't work as long as there's no tube attached.
Okay, we got a flask of oil. Now we need a tube. The data cable. Nah, that's not going to work.
That won't work as long.
Where we could find some tubing.
I can't reach all those movable parts.
We're definitely making progress here. There was anything over there we could use.
A gas burner with 2 tubes, both of which aren't connected to anything.
Cut the tubes.
I'll take the shorter tube with me.
Yes. Tube with the nozzle. There we go. That's kind of clever. You're expecting to use that burner, but actually you just need the tubing.
Yes, now I can reach it.
Maintenance completed, right?
Correct.
Alright, that should take care of everything. Let's start the incinerator. Wait, let's move the minecar first. Excellent. What did we just... Ooh, another strap. Let's grab that.
A tension strap. A tie-down strap.
No.
Perfect for joining things together, or giving large, unwieldy things a point of connection.
I hate those things. Grab dirt. Well, wait, we need to go ahead and get the incinerator on, don't we, for this?
There's no point in starting up the incinerator when there's nothing here.
Correct. First,
Okay.
The crane is free.
Gotcha. Never mind. Forget what I just said.
Excellent, but we'll have to go a few more times.
A few minutes later.
simple machines can be useful too.
Indeed.
How nice of you to say.
That should be enough. All you need to do is turn it on.
Are they really going to make it that simple that we just turn it on?
All precautions taken.
Well then, hold on to your butts.
I don't.
It's just a saying.
And it works so well for that guy.
Yes, that sounds good.
Does it though?
Sequence initialized. Capacity at 1%.
1%?
It will take a while for the facility to start. It has been dormant for quite a while.
I see. We're just gonna have to live with that. Is
long-
there anything I can do to help?
As long as we're living.
You could press the start button repeatedly and more vigorously while swearing. That would not change anything, but it appears to be one of your rituals.
Thanks, I'll pass. I'm tired enough as it is. It's been a long day. I should lie down. Where's the best place in the station to sleep?
Here.
Here? Where it's really loud and full of trash?
I understand that an organic life form such as yourself might have a problem with that. In that case, I recommend the drilling room.
Okay. Let's go there then.
Oh yeah, where we dropped in. This works.
Good. So we can transmit a distress signal tomorrow, which will be picked up by all surrounding flight paths. Then all we need is for a ship to actually fly along one of those routes and notice it. Just.
Correct.
The food and water supplies are secured?
The incubators are intact. Many of the plants are unharmed and have been sustaining humans for many years. It looks quite promising.
It does. If you dismiss all the absurd things we've encountered here and throughout our journey.
It doesn't seem to make sense that we received a signal. That's true. We will be able to verify if something was transmitted from here in the outpost's protocols as soon as it is online. I registered it from within the facility. That does not mean that it came from the station's communications center.
And then there's that shadow I saw.
Probably an illusion. My sensors are set to constantly be on the lookout for signs of life. There were none.
What if it was Mark? What if something happened to him?
It can't have been him. Apart from my sensors not picking him up, he would have had to overtake us on our way through the swamp, or he would have landed here without a radio device by pure chance.
Maybe this is all more complex. I've been exploring strange planets for years, but I've never been on my own, left to my own devices with no team. The longest I've been alone were a few expeditions in a rover, and even then I always had radio contact. I often thought about what it would be like to be on an expedition into the unknown, alone and free, making mistakes, encountering problems, finding solutions, proving to nobody but myself what I can do.
Just like now?
Just like now. I don't know why, but to be honest, despite the danger, I'm enjoying the challenge. We revived a desert outpost. That's incredible.
Deserted.
Maybe it's my anxiety playing tricks on me. My guilty conscience because I didn't look for Mark more thoroughly. All because I wanted to explore. Could I have done more? It would have made sense for me to have those hallucinations if there wasn't concrete evidence to the contrary. We both saw the light, twice, and received a signal that guided me here.
to a place that might just save my life. How probable is it even for us to find something like this?
Please make your question more specific.
Well, there's nothing in Mark's protocol about what kind of mission we're on. Only that we set off from another moon later than anticipated and that we both have gaps in our memory. Then we crashed on a planet abandoned by the company. What was our goal?
Maybe this place.
Maybe. It's possible we weren't supposed to explore an unknown planet, but we were supposed to find something else on our mission here? Some kind of secret. We have to find out what happened to this place, Core. Why it was abandoned.
We will probably have enough time to do that while the signal is being transmitted.
Right. Well, then you keep watch again. I'll go and rest up.
Will do. Automatic firing systems activated.
Excuse me?
I was joking. If I notice anything sneaking around here, I will wake you up with loud beeping noises. I have elaborate waking subroutines and 12 different ringtones.
Only 12,
You're
wow.
truly a marvel of technology, Core. Good night.
I'd be worried thinking about that Morlock situation and wanting to sleep next to a giant hull leading down.
You hesitate. Despite the improvement, you're worried you won't have any thrills in the new job. Right?
Toucan.
Yes, I guess. I know what I'm good at, but this new position would mean more money, more security.
The base, the shuttle.
There's regular paychecks, more time at home, more time with you, and
Regularity, security, those aren't really things you care about. At least, you didn't until now. You know I support you. You should do whatever makes you happy. Don't do anything just for the money. We'll pull through anything, one way or another. Both of us. Together.
I like the fact I'm still not getting any solid clues as to what
Have you noticed something?
is going on here.
What do you mean?
You were in a hopeless situation, without help, without any prospect of being saved. But you never lost your optimism. You even found the time for snappy remarks.
That's just who I am.
Maybe that's your way of working through the things that happened.
Maybe.
And it was a bit like a wish come true. The wish to explore foreign worlds.
I do that a lot.
But not under these extreme circumstances.
You're right. Some expeditions were so boring I didn't even know what to write in my report. I hated it when that happened.
You don't like desk work.
I do. I enjoy writing my reports, but something needs to have happened. I need to have experienced something. Otherwise, I get bored.
I see. Can you remember what happened the following day?
Well, there was a very strange encounter.
Ooh, foreshadowing. Day 3. Hope.
Good morning, Tessa. My sensors registered regular REM phases in your sleep. How are you feeling?
Good morning, Core. I feel much better, even though I'm still stranded on a foreign planet. The generator deactivated itself, but there's power for the lights. So the incinerator is running?
Correct. We are at 94% capacity.
Wow.
That suffices to power all systems.
That's a good battery.
Excellent. Let's get to the control room then, so we can start the distress signal before we explore any further.
Wonder what this weird encounter is going to be.